is. I put in a screw to hang the thing, and the cord gets caught. It knocks over a pry bar. The glue gun drops. I'm going to start charging emission. Let me go get my coffee out of the microwave. I personally think that's wrong. I think that you should take code. I had to. Yeah, that kind of pisses me off a little bit. I got cheated out of my advanced. I'm an extra, which they don't have anymore, but they still honor it all. Well, they have to. But you couldn't go and take an extra class license test anymore. And they don't have novice anymore either, which I can kind of understand that one. But meanwhile, for me to get my ticket, originally I went for, I was going for, never having one before at all. I said, I'm going to go right for the top. And whatever I get, I get. So I passed the written exam on the extra, but when it came time for the code, somebody started talking in the middle of it, and there was a bunch of us that didn't pass because that asshole started talking. So you're not supposed to talk when you're taking code. You're supposed to be listening and writing the code down, you know, translating it. Well, this asshole apparently didn't understand the rules, and he forgot or didn't hear something, and he decided to ask the instructor to start it over again. Well, that doesn't happen. And while he's trying to talk the instructor into starting off again, the code is still going on, and we're trying to copy it. You know, the rest of us at the same time as he's talking. So there was a lot of us that didn't make the extra code because this clown. However, I did make advanced. So even though I passed the extra written exam, failed the code because of an ass, I still walked out with the advanced, which is good. There's nothing wrong with it. But that's not the whole story. Now, I've been off it for a while. Naturally, I haven't been on. You guys know that. And I dropped something on the floor. I don't know what the hell I dropped. Oh, there it is. Well, now, you don't need code at all for any of the classes. So a bunch of us called up the ARRL and said, wait a minute, if you don't need code, and we've already passed the extras exam, why don't we go and get the extra? Oh, it can't be. You got, you know, no. Hey, wait. You got it on file that I took the extra exam. Oh, that was, you know, 25, 30. Yeah, it was. It was back in '82. So what's the matter with benefit of the doubt here? You know, hello? You're letting people go for their extra class that don't have to take code and don't know what the hell they're studying. What they're doing is they're remembering the answers and the questions and stuff. So when they go, they know, you know, oh, okay, that was this. But they have no idea on the theory behind what they were doing. You know what I mean? So they're just, I don't know. So amateur radio has kind of got like, you know, I'm not saying that they don't deserve to be on, because if they get on, they can learn. Oh, the wife's home, you know? Like me, for instance, I haven't been on since 84, 85, and I got on, what, 2 years, 3 years ago? Even though I got all the radios here, I don't get on it every day. I think I've been on it within the last 3 or 4 years, maybe 10 times. I'm just not a big guy for getting on radios and just bullshitting. But there's a lot of new stuff that came out over the years that I've been off. So I have to learn all that over again. You know, so I can kind of understand, you know, and you do learn as long as you can get on the radio. But man, don't hold it against us. You know, the ones that actually worked their ass off back then. We had to know it. We couldn't just remember it. Alright, so what I did was I ran the wire. I cut the lighter plug off it. Ran the wire down behind, stapled it in, ran it through there, behind all this, over to this, which is a 12-volt fuse box. And that was that, and it works. So that's going up and down, everything's working fine. So other than that, now it's just, you know, putting a few things away. I found this thing, which is a mono cord, mono meaning one. It has one ring on it. So, you know, tip in the sleeve, but one ring. That means this is like a mono plug. It's not a stereo. A stereo would have had 2 rings. Okay, if it's a stereo with a microphone, sometimes there'd be 3 rings, but this is a mono. And they're good to hang on to these, because you never know. Now I do have some of them with and without cords, right here. So some of these are female, some are male, some are mono, some are stereo, and that takes care of that. Then I cut that lighter plug off, which is right here, that was attached to that jack that I'm using the motor on. And over here I have lighter plugs. Those are quick disconnect power. I do have these 2 things I gotta find a home for and hang these up. I just don't know where to hang them just yet, so I'll just leave them there for now. Other than that, we're just about done, and it's close to 3 o'clock, I'm thinking. Today is Wednesday, and it is 9/4/19, and it is 15:03. 1,500 hours. 3 plus 2 make 15. Well, not really, but you know what I mean. You take a 3, you add 2, and then you put a 1 in front of it. And if it's 10 o'clock at night, you'd have to put a 2 in front of it. And I'm filming my hump. I found some more bark. I told you I was making the lampshade for that lamp out of bark. Well, the wife and I came out here a few minutes ago because she was helping me with some of the stuff in there. She buys these beach balls for the boys. They last about 2 minutes. Anyway, we found a couple of nice pieces of bark here. There's a nice big piece. It's wet, so I can bend it a little bit. This one's wet, so I can bend it a little bit. That one just about slid right off. And these. So I'm going to look at some of them because they all have a different look. You know, different tree. So I'm going to see. I'm going to let them dry out. And then I'll take a look at them later and see which ones I want to use and get that done. I do have to go over there with the tractor again and mix up some of that wood and get it ready so I can start cutting it and splitting it. My sons are coming over the 22nd, which is quite a ways from now, but he went to Florida for a vacation for a few weeks, or 3 weeks, or 4 weeks, who the hell knows. Last year when he went down there was a hurricane too. I don't know, he just picks those days, I guess. But, so that's done. Yeah. So now I gotta think and try to remember how to use it. Oh, and I gotta remember to put that up. Some of this insulation, I gotta get up there with some spray adhesive and stick them in there more. Winter's coming, so I gotta start checking all this stuff and getting things ready for it.